Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. Today, we're taking a look at from the Titan's Return line. This is the Wave 3 Leader 6-Shot. 6-Shot is a fantastic update to the original G1 figure. All 6 modes are represented here. There's one little change we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, as you can see, very similar to the classic figure which I owned. A little bit smaller, but you know, that's the thing. We're actually starting off in robot mode because there is something I wanted to show you. But first things first, we're just going to remove the head. And the way you do that is you want to come in here, flip the helmet up. I'm going to give you a close-up look at the face. And this is the one little problem I have. And that's that the head is somewhat difficult to remove. Because as you can see, as I'm adjusting the camera here, the helmet goes all around on the sides as well as closing down on top, which means some other Titan Masters will have a hard time fitting in there. But here is 6-Shot itself. Let me just clean that up a bit. The head does have actually a little bit of a headband going on there, as you can see, and unfortunately transforming it's just your basic unpainted Titan Master. The character, the Titan Master, is actually based on the designs for the Headmaster cartoon of a character that was a friend of Chrome Done's that 6-Shot kidnapped, tortured, and turned into a human bomb. But most of the time, I think you're going to leave it like this. There is one little thing I feel the need to mention, and that's the white here really doesn't match the rest of the white of the plastic. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put 6-Shot's head back in. The head's name is Revolver, by the way. And you might be wondering, well, why are you doing that, Chuck? Well, I'll tell you. The reason being is you can actually leave the head in for the transformation. So we're going to go ahead and start. First thing what you want to do is remove the weapons here. We'll see later on they do combine. Bring the arms down to a neutral pose, just like that. And go ahead. Now, in the instructions, they tell you to remove the head, but like I said, you can just flip up these tail fins, flip down the whole unit with the head still attached, and close up this panel. Like I said, the head can transform. So we're going to continue. We're going to come down to the arms here, flip up the fists, rotate the side panels, the shoulder panels around. These are the little, those are the, sides. I'm going to pull down on the forearm, extending them. Then what you want to do is, this is a little interesting here. You want to come on the side, unpeg this, what would be the tracks for the tank, and then flip them around, and they will peg onto these little tabs here on the shoulder, just like so. And and then what you want to do is go ahead, rotate the forearms around so the wheels face inward, and you basically have the tracks lined up. Come down to the feet, flip up the what will be the toes, and basically bring the vehicle, robot, whatever, down over like that. You're going to flip these little bits that were the heels out front. These will be, generic laser guns and what have you in the various modes. Now, this is a little interesting. What you want to do is you want to bring the hips back, and just like so. And then what you want to do is bring for right now, bring the legs up like that. There's a couple different hinges going on in there, which we're going to deal with. Next, flip the wings up, just like that. And then you're going to fold these panels out to the side, and they're actually going to peg in. There's a silver tab right there that's going to peg into a slot on the back, and you gotta have to push it in real hard, just like so. But after that, go ahead, bring the legs forward. They don't peg together in this mode, and that's a little bit of an issue with me, but you just bring them forward like that, and then you can go ahead and swing what is the wings back. And then what's interesting with the guns is that there's little tabs on the side of the leg that wind up have corresponding slots on the handguns, and just like that you have the finished tank mode. There is some play to it. You can adjust, have this angle up more. Now, if you had the headmaster removed, Titan Master, come in here, flip up that canopy, and it would sit in right there. So there's that. So that's the first mode. One thing I want to mention before we move on with the transformations is that this is the tank mode, but it's also the battle station mode. As you can see here on the edge of the wings, this is where Six Shot can connect to the other leader class figures, their ramps, and the larger Titan robots. Right now it's Fortress Maximus, but we do know that Triptychon's on the way. The ramps would just peg in just like that. I really don't see myself doing that because this is a tank. It does roll, so that's what we're meant to do. And I did also want to just show that the wheels are supposed to be facing down in the tank mode. I had them a little rotated the wrong way. So yep. So that's that. Let's head on to the next mode. Now we're going to go into the plane mode. And basically what you would want to do, remove the Titan Master, remove the guns, swing these wings out of the way, just like that. Straighten out the legs. You're going to work with them a little, just get them out of the way right now without them transforming. Detach the wings from that base. You just got to come in and pop them up just to get them out of the way. And I actually made a little boo-boo there. These should have been flat for tank mode. I do apologize. There's going to be a lot of rotating, but now you're going to want to rotate them inward, like so. And then grab the whole arm, swing it out so that that green hinge is extended. Do this on both sides right there for the arms. Swing them backwards, just like so. Flip the forearms up so that the wheels are facing up like that. Collapse the forearms back up, and then bring the arms down and forward so they're flush with the torso, just like so. Then what you can do is bring what'll be the wings down. They're not going to be able to peg in because of these tank treads, and you are supposed to leave them up, but you're not really going to notice because you're going to flip this around just like so to come on down and work on the legs. First thing that you want to do is rotate the legs up by the hip, just out like that. And then there's a double hinge here, and you want to make sure that the legs can telescope, collapse up in on themselves, and you're going to just turn around and start pegging them together. Just like so. Okay, so you got to play with that hip section a little just to get everything to close. And then what you want to do is bring these side panels down, just like so. Rotate these these pointed bits around, so that will, like that, and this will bring them together, and this will form the nose cone of the jet. So you're just about done with this. The next step is just the little cosmetic things. First, what you want to do is come back here, flip out the fins, and also while you're back here, if you had the headmaster removed, you would at this point flip the head around, and the Titan Master would be able to sit in there. But since we're leaving the headmaster in, which you can do, you just flip out these wings like so. And then what's really awesome is you can come in with the handguns like this and peg them in. Make sure I'm pegging them in the right way, just like this. And there you have the jet mode, and right here in the middle is a landing gear. So this is a very nice update to the classic jet mode that Six Shot had. Very nice, very stable. I mean, just a little bit there with the hips, getting everything pegged together, but once you get it, it's tight, it's solid. Moving on, you will, of course, again, remove the wings and remove the headmaster if you didn't have it already in. What you want to do is just go ahead, flip these tail fins back in. You also flip the head in if you had it flipped out so the Titan Master can sit in the cockpit. And now we're going to go into the armored car mode. Rotate the jet around like this. Flip up the wings just to get them out of the way. Flip the landing gear back down. You're going to come in the front here, return these panels back to their original positioning, which means you want to rotate those those pointed bits around and have this the front. Next, rotate the arms back like that. Take the treads, bring them back down and around to the side here, just like so. Rotate the wheels down like so, basically all the way around, so that the wheels are facing up, while you have the shoulder bits, or what were the shoulder bits, rotated up so they're facing out. Extend the forearms back just like that. Rotate the arms down and around, and there's a little white tab there that's going to peg into the side here, just like so, and just like that. So we pretty much already have the car almost done. Bring these panels down, snap the wings back into those little wing sections back into place, bring the canopy up, make sure you have the wheels done, and then we're going to come in here, and like all of the larger Titan Masters, there is like a little bit of a Titan figures. For the Titan Masters, you can combine the weapons just like that. There's two tabs here, which will correspond with the slots, and that'll help hold everything together. And then what you want to do is flip the toes out to give you a little bit of a front bumper. And there you have the armored car mode. And what's great is in the legs, there's not one, but two cockpits for a Titan Master. So you can just pop them in like so. And very stable. And really, in this mode, this is where you can feel a lot of the heft of Six-Shot. Right now, we're going to go from the armored car mode into the animal mode, which is the wolf. So you want to, again, remove any Titan Masters you have, remove the weapon, put it out of the way. Flip the feet back up just to get them out of the way. Rotate the vehicle around. Flip out what will be the beast head. Flip the wings up. Unpeg the arms, bring them out. Again on that hinge, just so you can get everything out of the way. Rotate the arms down. Flip out what will be the animal paws. Giving you paw. He's giving you paw. And then what you can just do is flip these shoulders back up forward like that. Now, come around. Now, the instructions just tell you to pull the legs apart. Do not do that, please. What you want to do is come in and separate the leg a little, just so you can get. And you want to basically pull out the little front bits, which are, of course, very hard to get at without nails. Just like so. Make sure you go in order, because one does latch into the other. And then you really only need to do the one, and you can get those out just like that. And then, of course, close it back up. Rotate the legs back down and up into place. The legs will just basically slide and tab into position, very much like the Rook and transformation that we've seen in Combiner Wars. Rotate the legs so the what'll be now the heel bits are facing up towards the wings, keeping the hips straightish. Bring the knees forward on those double knees, coming around, bringing the toes back around so they're angled slightly, and just like that. I mean, they're going to be lightly touching, but I mean, that's how the instructions show it. A little, what you can do if you so desire, even though the instructions don't show it, is bring that up on its haunch, bring the hips back, one click, and then you can bring these legs into position a little bit better. I actually think that looks a little bit nicer myself, but hey, what do I know? I didn't write the instructions. And once you have that done, you can just bring the wings out. There are some detents to the wings. Nothing insane. Keeping the weapon joined, there are two green nubs here. You're going to just go ahead and peg those in. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gap here. In head mode, you can put the Titan Master in. But as I mentioned, the white doesn't match the white of the wolf's head. And I think it sticks out more than the gap there, which, you know, depending on how you look at it, isn't too bad. Also, for you Japanese fans, you do want to, if you want to just go ahead, straighten the legs out like that, bring it down that click, and then bring the arms up like so. This is a seventh mode that was only shown in the Japanese cartoon, I do believe. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm just doing it, from my limited memory. But this is called the Wing Liger mode. Okay, so we did that. Go ahead, remove the weapon. Now we're going to go into the submarine mode. So what you want to do is detach. It's actually pretty handy just to have it from Wing Liger. Bring the head up. And now this gets a little tricky. There are two small tabs here on the side of the animal's head. There are two slots on the wings. You have to basically fiddle with the head and the wings to get those slots lined up, and then you peg them in just like that. Next, what you want to do is rotate the shoulder pads around just like so. Flip up the feet. Bring the arms and front haunches, what have you, forward. Rotate around so the wheels are inward, and bring them forward on that double hinge, just like so. We're making up a real nice submarine. Make sure the feet are folded up. Bring it around the front. Flip these what will be the heels, what have you, out, so you get these little laser guns facing forward. Rotate the legs sideways, and once again, without collapsing them, you're just gonna peg them together, just like so. And this is where this is a little tricky because you do have a couple of double hinges here, going against you. But if you play with it a little, I got that fairly on the first try. Let me just turn it over here. Yep, that's all set up, just like so. And what's nice is you have those two tabs again that you can just peg the gun back in. And you know what? The instructions aren't clear, but I'd say collapse the arms down. I think it's something that they forget to mention. But here you have the submarine, and you can sit the Titan Master there, back there, or you can be an adult, turn it over, and this is Six Shot's laser gun mode. This is one of the classic looks for the figure. This is one that a lot of people remember, and it's his laser gun. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that natural frictioning tab there that works as a trigger, but yeah, this is his laser gun mode, and I kind of like it. I remember originally the guns were pegging on the side, but hey, there you go. So it's his laser gun mode. So we're from submarine. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to go back into robot mode. Go ahead, separate the legs, rotate them down so that these heel spurs will face to the back. Stand the figure up. Go ahead and flip the feet down. Let me adjust the camera so we can get everything in view. Rotate the arms up and around, just like so. Rotate out the shoulder panels. Flip out the hand. Rotate the forearm around. Do that again on this side. Like, there's a lot of rotating. There's a lot of rotating of panels and stuff. That's one thing you can say. Come around the back here. Separate the wings. The animal head will actually peg into place. So close that back up. There's, sit flush. And then come in here. Flip out the wings. Rotate the head back up. I did forget to mention that you do want to rotate the head around, because they do show you that to rotate the helmet around. And there you go. there's Six Shot back in its robot mode. Um, really a cool, fun figure. I really am happy that the big thing is that you can leave the head in for all the modes or take it out. It's up to you. But like I said, really cool, fun figure. I am very, very happy to have it, and it's great that Hasbro has finally done this. So I'll pause and I'll give you my final thoughts. Like I said, I think this is a great update to the G1 figure. There's been a lot of name homages, but I can't remember since G1 when we've gotten like a six changing Transformer, let alone one that was an homage to Six Shot. Um, should be releasing sometime between now and December. Hopefully by Christmas, before Christmas, so you can get it at Christmas. These will be on the shelves. Definitely highly recommended. This is your old pal Chuck for Six Shot. We will see you next time.